Well, hello there. I'm JoeFi92, and welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I do like the little monitor, doing the little weird monitor stuff down there. Never the end is never the end is never the end. Is loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, is it now?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
It's a pretty good number.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Was
He
it?
sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
What if he gets a
Orders
cramp?
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Ah, I
This is
see.
what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
That sounds pretty wearing.
Although others might have considered it soul-rending,
Yeah.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Really?
Though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh no, I hate when
Something
peculiar
that
things
would
happen.
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Hmm?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh
No
no.
one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
That is
Never
peculiar.
in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Oh no.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
What if he
But
got
as
a
he came
pee?
to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Ooh, brave Stanley, brave. Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Maybe
Stanley
they got
decided
lunch.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No
Ah.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
It's true, I'm not finding a trace of my coworkers. I guess I gotta go to the meeting room. Hello, coworkers? Why are you missing? Where is our break room? Is it this? Nope. Room 420, let me in!
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
All
but
right.
It didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, you don't have to be so sassy about it. I know that I waste a lot of time in games. Whoop, whoop.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, you know, I don't like being told what to do, so I'm gonna go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah,
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
for sure. Oh,
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
yeah?
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Thank you.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Oh. Man, I am absolutely chugging this room. What's this way?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley
Okay.
took the first open door on his left.
Did he? Oh. What's this room?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Why are you being such a sassy bitch at me? Huh? Stop with the sass. That's what I'm asking you. Wait, what? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for jumping 5,000. But I'll die, so what does it matter?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Damn right.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I'm not
I
so
realize that
sure.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley.
All right.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yeah, all right. I made a bad choice. Thank you. Ah, I'm all the way back in my office. All right, we made it back to the lift.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah, I died.
I'm not your enemy.
I died not following your directions.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Yes.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh, really?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Have I now?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Oh, okay.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
All right.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Is it?
To put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Ah, who's been waiting? Ooh, a dark room. Oh!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Okay.
To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No!
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Oh, goodness.
Yep.
Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Damn right I did.
It wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
Because I'm in control.
Chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
You underestimate my ability to be incorrect, alright? You're underestimating it.
Oh, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Okay.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action.
Thank you.
How is that even possible?
I'm really good
None
at
of these
being wrong.
decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh.
I can't believe I was so mistaken.
Sorry,
This is
Mr.
why you've
Narrator.
been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Good.
It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did
Yep.
you not grasp the severity of the situation?
Oh, I don't grasp it more than you know.
On my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Oh, no, you don't.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
No. No.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
Sounds
Or
good.
he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read.
What?
Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic.
Okay.
If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person
Am I not
to finish
real?
their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Okay.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
Only
Do
8?
you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world,
I won't.
just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant. And
Okay.
the feeling should subside.
Good.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
I'm looking forward to it.
Ah, welcome back. You
All
may
right.
have noticed
What the-
that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Okay.
Not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Alright, I get to leave now. Let's continue making wrong decisions. Hello? I am Chaos! Wait,
Now that we know your choices are
There are
meaningful,
fences on
we
here now.
can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
What?
Imagine the
Oh,
main
my goodness.
character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just
Are you
need to
talking
get
about
as
Dragon
soon
Ball
as
Z?
possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
oh, interesting. Things are beginning to change. Are you trying to funnel me now? You're not going to be able to do it. Let me tell you, buddy. I'm really good at not following directions.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Okay, but what if I continue to not listen to you at all?
need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Sure.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. It's still giving me a choice. That's the biggest mistake this game could make.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
What is happening? Okay, I'm back in here now. What if I go back this way again, though? Oh, okay, I really do have to go to the right this time, huh? Fine, game. Alright, let's go the right way, I guess. What beautiful photos. Alright, here's the meeting room, huh?
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you...
I'm sorry.
Story, you've destroyed my work.
I'm sorry.
Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
A good
what did you
laugh.
think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
Absolutely.
My story is now incorrect. How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
Oh,
Is
boy.
it better to shut the game down entirely?
No.
To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to.
No!
I have to shut the game down. I
No!
have to.
Don't shut down the game.
I have to.
No, you don't. No, you don't! What do I do? Did I make the wrong choice? Oh, boy. There's an awful lot of chaos happening.
Oh, I'm here.
Hey,
I'm
narrator.
still here.
How you
In this
doing?
pile of rubbish. With you.
Good, good.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Oh, I'm
What,
so
did you think
sorry.
that would be funny?
Yes.
You just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
No.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
I'm so sorry.
Thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No.
That there's a world outside of you?
Nope.
You're a child.
No.
Oh,
Am I?
my story.
Well, damn.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been
great.
so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
Hello?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But what if I go to the right again?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh, shit.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means... Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Yeah?
That means...
Uh-oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley
Uh-oh.
would. That means...
Uh-oh, did I break it?
That means...
I think I need to restart.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means...
I'll be right back. Oh, I gotta redo everything now. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously, they just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you've actually taken the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. What an experience so far. So there's a chance that I should just leave the clock at 12, huh? Yeah, I'll go to the meeting room this time, don't worry. I'm gonna go the correct way.
He entered the door on his left.
Yes, I did. Oh, yeah, I did. Hello, meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Nope.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Really? No, go back. I wanted to read the how to not get fired one. Hello? Synergize core value. Yep. Shift global market. Yep. Monetize free to play. Oh, this game is the devil. What do people want? Things. Money. More money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. The stock market is somewhere here. Colored in segment. Stripes. Required more secondary research. What is hot? Target demographic. Teenagers. Profits. Yeah! Alright, let's move. Hello, boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There's a car down here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Nope.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that.
Yeah.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Mm-hmm.
All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Yep.
His boss would think he was crazy.
Yeah,
And
probably.
then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Nah.
All of my co-workers blinking
Coffee nut.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley
It's probably
pondered this,
fine.
he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
You're right!
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
You're right.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah,
Were they
it's a
simply
loop.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This
Yeah.
can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Okay.
I'm dreaming, he yelled.
I'm
This is
dreaming!
all a
This is
dream.
all a dream.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His
Okay.
co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he
Okay.
thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Okay.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the
Oh,
ground.
shit.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
No way!
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Yeah?
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What would that be?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley.
Oh, no.
Particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
My head's gonna explode. Stop
I
it.
thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth
Maybe.
was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was
Okay.
Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Possibly.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now,
I would like to
hearing
go
the voice
back.
speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Okay, let's try
After
this.
all, he knew for
No!
certain, beyond a doubt,
Damn it.
that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Yeah.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Okay.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
And how so?
He closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself
No!
to wake
Don't
up.
do it! Don't do it,
He felt
Stanley.
the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Uh-oh.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
What's gonna happen?
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
Truly.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
That's kind of boring.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
But am I a wizard?
I am okay.
Okay. Oh no, I'm still where I was. Is it still a loop though?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up.
No.
My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please.
Oh no, he's starting to see red.
Real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my
Maybe I
voice?
made some bad choices.
Who am I? And everything went black.
Ah! I think I may have made some wrong choices, everyone. Why didn't you tell me not
This
to?
is the story of a woman named Mariella.
I'm now Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Okay.
Collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Alright.
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am
Okay.
sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Do you now?
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Uh-oh.
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Oh, great.
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wow, she did not give a crap about the fact that there was just a body on the ground there, huh? Was that one of the endings? Am I still playing Stanley Parable as Stanley?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah, I guess that was an ending. So, I got the ending where Stanley dies. He goes crazy, he screams around town until he's not alive anymore. That was an interesting experience already. Thank you all for joining me. Please like if you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you're new and hit that noti bell so you don't miss out on future content. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.